it's a little different when I'm with you. You know what I really am all about. You know how the story goes. Oh, oh, oh. When it's... Hey, everyone. How's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEFINITY, DEVVE, daCat, FIAS update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing the super thanks button down below, super chats as well. DEFINITY. DMA Link had a pretty good week here. I just gotta message someone here real quick. Change this, change that. Today we're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna go over the crypto and stuff. And we got news today that the Supreme Court ruled against Trump's tariffs. Now, short term might have been a good thing because over the long term, I thought that tariffs would bring a bit of stability back. Again, the prices that were the tariffs that were negotiated prior to Trump coming in, even to 2016, were like god awful. I don't know. I forget World Trade Organization. I forget what organization like set up those tariffs, and I don't know why the U.S. agreed to it, but they did, and it's awful. And that definitely needs to be rebalanced. So long term, I do agree with them, but short term, crypto's getting wrecked, like because of the tariffs. And it's not the only reason, but yeah. So like as soon as it was deemed that the tariffs were illegal by the Supreme Court, crypto started to go up a little bit, and then Trump came out and he's just like, "Yeah, we're just going to ignore them and we're going to continue tariffs anyway." And he puts another, so kind of like at the bottom was where the announcement was, then it starts going up. And actually, it's kind of stayed up. Let me see this. Trump saying, find it here. Jesus. Trump exceeded powers by imposing tariffs without congressional approval. Maybe I didn't have it here. Trump says the $175 billion in tariff refund will be fought in court for the next 5 years, so that's not going to be happening. The refund won't be happening anytime soon, but long story short, he's just like, yeah, I'm not playing by that. He added another, I think 10% tariff to everyone. And I was like, Jesus, man. So there's probably going to be a little bit of instability. Things are going to go up and down. What's up, Bill Gardner? First Light. Yeah, I'm going to go live tonight, but it's going to be for a podcast. It's going to be for Jenny Rogers, Crypto Queen. She's really trying to make it big on TikTok here. She's been on the podcast before, big into crypto. I think she might be at ETH Denver this week. I don't know when ETH Denver is. Schedule's been crazy. But she'll be coming on tonight. We'll just talk about a bunch of stuff. Jason Payne says, "What up? Happy Friday. Happy joy. I don't think VeVe had any drops today. Also, thank you for being a member." VeVe just posted a video about the Assassin's Creed stuff, which is coming out tomorrow. So let me give you some straight fire over there. Yeah, there was no drop today. We had a combined drop yesterday of the new Avengers, which I think that made like $2,000. Let me take a look. How many editions did it sell? Not even. 232. It made $1,600. But the other drop that we had, for the Year of the Horse, which, let's go. This one did quite well. This made like 22,000. Give me one sec. 24. Actually, with the secondary market, I'd say 25,000 plus. Because and that's what I also want to go over today is like, what are people buying? What are they doing? And if you take a look at Stacker's going on, and you could do it by how many have sold of all time since Stacker's inception, what sold the last 30 days, week. But if you look at the 1 day, that's on the thumbnail. We had a Secret Rare Spider-Man sell today, 2,500. That's really cool. We had 2 Pride sell, one of which is number 69. Everyone comment nice down below with 69. That was to Mr. Squeebs. And Squeebs had purchased number 6 probably for like $400 something, because on average they're like 90-ish. Prides are still like that's now I know people were paying thousands for prides, right? Back in the day, but still they're still going for 90. It's not like they're these comics that go for like 40 cents, you know. It's still going for $96. And the number 69, I think, went for like 400 something dollars. So clearly still value there. And again, he got the number 69. But then you had a Lunar New Year that sold for 528. It sold for 4 million OMI. Now the floor is 7 million if you want it. I think which is like 900 something dollars, 928. On VeVe, I'm sure it's the price is similar. But yeah, right now it's almost $1,000. It's like that or a partner statue. And it's like, David and Dan, I love you. But maybe I would get pay the extra couple $100 and get a partner statue. Maybe. I don't know. Smart Buy says was up. Zombie saying, yo, Smart Buy saying, would you be willing to switch all your OMI to legacy collectibles? Probably not. The only way I would is if I had a like a decent payday come in, and it's like, okay, I like all the OMI, like the 300 million that I have can go to legacy, and then I could just replace the 300 million. Probably do it for less than 50K. So yeah, I'd probably do something like that. If I had like that coming in, which I don't. Well, I could. If I decided, because there's a deal that I'm brokering, and be advised, guys, I might have to I might have to go in and take a call here because I was brokering a deal before, and I hopefully get some because I had to front some money there for the deal. I feel like that's par for the course now, just floating like 5K for these deals. I'll get the deal done, but I might have to take a call for that in this time. I'll keep you posted. But even that, I'm not really getting anything from that. There will be something that happens in like the next month where I'll make a little bit of money, but it's not at the 50K level. So and will I buy some more OMI from that anyway? Maybe. I don't know what I would do as far. Oh shit. Disappear. Oh wait. What? Hold up. All right, he's texting me. Fuck. Give me 1 second. Is the rest on Monday? I'm gonna see what he can do now. Because I don't have anything else now. Because today's Friday. So yeah, I wouldn't do it unless I had a big thing coming in and I could replace it. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Anyway, let's go to the rest of what everyone was going on. All right, so the Amazing Spider-Man #1 that sold for $495 over on Stacker. That's the first time. That's like Spider-Man's first appearance, obviously AF-15, but this is the first like in the main Spider-Man series, first issue, Amazing Spider-Man swing, and that is the floor is now 514. So it's fine. So this is according to VeVe rank an A tier comic. It's not like X-Men #1 or Amazing Fantasy 15, but it is an A tier comic. Like people really like it. And $514. There's only 600 of them. But if you do Amazing Spider-Man #1 common, is there any value there? Let's see. I mean, of course they're going to be valuable. But oh wow, there's 48,000 of these, and they're $6 each. That's a lot. That 48,000. So this is the other thing. Oh, you have Murph Skillet there. That is at 274 past Dr. Collect. So why I think this is interesting is because you take like, all right, so this has 48,000 issues, and the top Hold on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have like 1,000 or less than 1,000 in the top 5, which is I saw how many other people, like there's probably other people that have like 10, 15, and 20, but there are other comics where it's like, okay, the top, 5 wallets have like 10 or like 12% of the supply. Granted that's usually on the secret rares, not on the commons, but I can't believe, because this came out on August 31st, 2021. I can't believe that this one, out of the 48,000, like 5,000, 10,000 of them are in bot accounts or in accounts or people that are gone. And do they come back? Do they? That's something that I think. Fuck. But it. I let him know. I let him know. Okay. Okay. What do we got here? Smart by saying, read the rest. What you think? VeVe is going public, most likely. VeVe will get publicity. We'll get big promotions. Not OMI. OMI, I believe, is just a side token. That is incorrect. So obviously, yes, VeVe will get publicity. So you're correct on that. But and VeVe will get a spotlight shown on it. But what's on VeVe's balance sheet? Probably a little bit of GoChain token, because David and Dan's OMI is on GoChain. Probably a bit of Ethereum, because OMI has been on Ethereum. But I bet you a large part of it is the 15 billion OMI they have. OMI reserve, OMI treasury, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you could believe what you want, but it's wrong. Like, OMI is the. Okay, there you go. OMI is the token that powers the entire Stacker app. Hopefully, the VeVeverse when it comes out. And I mean, I know VeVeverse is technically out now, but how many people are building in that? Not a lot. But yeah, OMI should have its day in the sun. And I mean, the collectibles will be great. Like, people will go in and buy. I mean, they'll buy the company, obviously. Like, they'll buy shares, but they'll also go in and they'll take a look at what is most liquid, what's the most bought on there, and we'll do the 30-day for this one, because they don't want to buy something that had was popular like 8 months ago but isn't anymore. But over the last 30 days, you have Secret Rare Spider-Man, Partner Statue, Todd. The I Have You Now in My Sights, like the ultra rare Boba Fett, that normally would never be on this list because the volume is just not that much. But when somebody paid 69 million OMI for one of them, okay, yeah, that's why it's currently in the top 10 on here. VeVe gold logo. Then you have one of the alert specials. I think that's I don't even know if that's a secret rare or a rare. I didn't get. Oh, it's a special edition of the common. There's only 50 of these. And then you got 10 GSWBK had 5 and he sold 2. He might have sold to Big Love 24. Then after that you have. Oh, this is just the daily. Hang on. You have the red Chun-Li, 59 of those had sold. Then you have Superman, the Akomi logo, and Marvel Comics. So those are like the big 10 that a lot of. Any more that I would add to this? I guess Riso. I would totally add Riso to this. Maybe Elsa. Probably some Star Wars stuff too. I'd say Vader. Any of the big, really recognizable IP. And then obviously, yeah, the token as well. Hey, V Digital Cosmos, sending love to you, Randy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love that you are spreading and sending. I accept that love. I accept that everything. We appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, you're correct. But if VeVe goes Roblox, Minecraft level big, they won't promote OMI, but collectibles. How would you get those collectibles? Yeah, on the drop or drops. But in the secondary market, how do you get them? At least the most efficient way would be on Stacker with OMI. Minecraft, but again, that's the, Minecraft would be cool. Roblox took a big media shitstorm last year, and maybe it's subsided a bit. I don't know. I haven't checked. I mean, I don't really do anything on Roblox, but they won't promote only the collectibles. And again, like how do you get those collectibles? Yeah, you can get with like credit card, PayPal, whatever on the drop, but afterwards in the secondary market, you could still technically buy them with gems, but at a big premium. The way you would get them really, at least cheapest, is on Stacker. So I believe Dan is speaking with Legal on how they can burn or lock up some of their OMI supply. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of stuck there. They can't really sell it. I mean, they could. It's their right, but then it cause a shitstorm. So it's like, how do you unlock some of that value? How do you unlock some of that value? Yeah. If you unlock it by, let's say, like staking, let's say they have this thing where they're going to have one of I don't know, staking some type of OMI certain levels. David and Dan could do that each, and they could stake a ton. You could do a burn. I mean, they've burned from the business development wallet already. Didn't really do much. Really buy pressure is probably what would have more of a positive effect than anything. Listen, whatever, Wes, if you did talk with anything with David, I wouldn't, please keep that private. Don't say anything on here. John X says, what's up, daCat fam? Meow, 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 meow. And what's up, IVVV? John X says, what's up, daCat fam? What's up, John X? We love our daCat peeps. Good. He didn't message me back. Come on, my guy. Hey, VeVe, love to see the daCat Comic-Con, VeVe. Yeah, we can't wait. And daCat will have a little bit of an announcement next month too, I hope. Shit. Sorry, give me one sec. And when we do that, I will let everyone know. Okay, let me get to some of the crypto content here real quick, and then we'll go and we'll buy stuff. Definity is up about 8% on the day to 1.1 cents, 1.17. Has $1.8 million market cap, 1,200 in volume. If you look on MEXC, there's like 75,000 in volume on MEXC, but I don't think that's a real volume. Either way, it's I like it better now. And again, I just got some numbers from them. They're crushing it. How much are they going to make? This year, I don't know. When do they start doing the $1 million a month? I don't know. I'd say summer's a pretty good bet. Is when they start doing that. When does that translate to buys from the token, buy pressure from the token? I don't know, but we'll see. DEVVE, and that's one of the things I'll hopefully get more of in the next couple weeks. DEVVE's down about 1-ish% on the day to just under 6 cents, $5.2 million market cap. There's $63,000 in volume over on Uniswap. And, sorry, I feel well. This has had some very big spikes up. We were at 8 cents the other day, and then like 12 cents we wicked up to on like the 17th. And then obviously after that, just a big come back down. Now we were as low as like 4 cents. So I mean, there's still kind of room to, I guess, go lower. And if we can, maybe I can catch it there. Who knows? John X says, let's go. So I can see you buying comics again, some commons, some secret rares, happy collecting. Are you going to put money in collectibles too? So I've been doing that the last couple of days, and I don't want to re-go through everything I went through the last few days, because it would take like an hour. But the short version is I'm using a combination of Sleep in Comics VeVe rank and Comics and Cryptos like top comics, doing some okay, what is the most common stuff over there? And I saw that Strange Tales 110 for like $1.80, $2.30. You know, the commons. So I grabbed 1% of the supply, like $200-ish, or I'm sorry, 200-ish comics. But it really wasn't a lot. So I did that, and I was like, okay, that seemed to be the most undervalued A tier comic for that price. And then it's like, okay, well, there's got to be value elsewhere. And I had some of the C and D tier comics, and I got a few of the B ones. I determined that any B tier comic under $1 was a pretty good bet. And even today, like I'll see if I can go to some of my transactions that I did. There was Black Panther #2, which is first appearance of Shuri. Black Panther #1 is Okoye and the Dora Milaje. But let me just show you some of the stuff that I got. If it'll ever come up, I'll let you know. But it was really just trying to find value where that existed, where others weren't really looking. $380 billion has been added to the U.S. stock market today. Very nice. I just told you about the DEVVE drop and floor. Did you also predict it would go up to 12 cents and then back down here, and maybe even down further? Let me know. So I made a giant table as well, and it goes over, okay, the multiples between the secret rare and the ultra rare from all of the S tier comics. And so there was the Hulk #1. There was a 15x difference between the secret rare and the ultra rare until today. Now it's a 10x difference. And we saw that with other ones as well. I think X-Men #1, that went from like a 12 to 11x. Tales of Suspense 39, you still have a 14x difference between the secret rare and the ultra rare. Journey into Mystery #83 was like 12, now it's like, or was like 13, whatever, it's like 11.8 now. So these are all, they all have 10K mint runs as well. Then Avengers #1 only has a 7x difference, but it's not because the ultra rares are like super down. It's because the secret rares are not worth that much. They're 455, and the ultra rares are 65. So it's only that 7x difference. So which ones I got, and then I did the same thing for the commons, rares, and pin them against the secret rares just to see what the multiple was. And for some reason, my stacker is not showing my transactions. But it was, I mean, I got some of the rares of Strange Tales 110 because they were like $2, $3, and it's an A tier comic. But the Journey into Mystery, it was okay. I think I can see. Ignore the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. It was like 90 cents. Or no, it was a rare. So it was $1.72. I got it. I didn't have any, and I like her. So Eternals #1. I got a couple of those at 82, 83 cents because, you know, it was under $1 for a B tier comic. Young Avengers, same thing. It was 51 cents. And it's a B tier comic. So I was like, okay, that anything under $1 for B tier comic. Now, where I messed up is Journey into Mystery #85, first appearance Loki. I knew there was a couple there. It was like 90 cents. And I was like, you know, it's a B tier comic. And it is under $1, but there's so many of those. I'm just going to stick with an A tier, whatever. But then this one guy bought 162 of them. And you know what? That could have been me. That could have been me. I could have gotten all those. for like a million-ish OMI, and I didn't, and I messed up, and somebody else got it now. So good for them. Good for them. Some of the other ones I got, yeah. So Tales of Suspense. The commons were, the heck is it? Oh my gosh, where are you? The commons were like 18. It's like, okay, but the rares were like 22, and it's like there's not much difference between that, and that's like one of the cheaper rares. Because like Hulk #1, which has the same, like secret rares 1300 and Tales of Suspense like 1235, so it's pretty close. But their rares are 52. Even X-Men #1, secret rare is only 716 and the rare's 22. So it's like, okay, there's a much bigger difference between the secret rares of Tales of Suspense than there is of X-Men #1. Because they, even though they had a similar rare price, Tales of Suspense had a much higher secret rare. The AF-15s, those are kind of, they're just expensive already, and they could get more expensive, obviously, as well. Hulk #181, same thing. Rare was 21, but the secret rare is 429. So it's like there wasn't a huge difference between that. Journey into Mystery #83. That's where I did a little bit of shopping, because the 83's first appearance of Thor. Secret rare was like 1200, it's like 1042 right now. But the commons were like $12, $13, so I got a few of those. They're like 14 now. I got another Strange Tales 110 for $2.62. I did get a Strange Tales secret rare for 158 yesterday. It was about 1.2 million OMI. Then I got Avengers #1 rare. I got a couple of Strange Tales 110s rare. Strange Tales #110 uncommon. I know nobody's really liking the uncommon all that much, but and then I got Strange Academy, the first, a rare for like $1.63. Strange Tales 110 uncommon I got for $1.58. First appearance Vision I got for 86 cents. Thought that was nice. And then I don't know what Uncanny X-Men this is, but I got it for 66 cents. I was like, okay. So that's what I've been doing. Bill Gardner, give me those dabs. What up? Okay. Let me get back to where you want to know. Let's go to FIAS. FIAS, we got down about 3.5% to about $2 million market cap. It was like $900,000 market cap like a week ago, give or take, and I should have gotten it then. I should have gotten it there. I didn't. Honestly, a lot of my fiat that'll come in will just be to kind of replacing a little bit of OMI, getting some of that because it's so cheap at these levels, and obviously it can go cheaper. Let's go to, well, before I get to OMI, for FIAS, it's such a fundable project. AI meets blockchain is going to be one of the best narratives that come out this next bull run. Now, this next bull run might not happen for several months. Might not happen until next year, but I do believe it does happen at some point. Again, Trump is going to want to make these markets pump before midterms. So as long as money is being spent everywhere, prices are coming down, people have more money to spend, that bull market should come. Because I don't think, unless he turns it around, like he's going to lose the crypto vote, because everything he's done has been just god awful for crypto. In the short term, in the long term, obviously, I think it's good. What he's doing, most of what he's doing is good. And then, yeah, the Prince Andrew gets arrested in the Epstein files. Obama admits that there's aliens, saying, well, I haven't seen them, not at Area 51, but, they are real. And then Trump gets asked about that, and Trump's like, you shouldn't be giving away classified information. And I mean, he didn't say that aliens were or weren't real. He's like, I don't know if they are. But Obama says something, and then Trump says he shouldn't have given away that classified information. Clearly, they're real. And then, and this is how they're probably like kind of friends. Obama gives away some classified information. Trump makes a move to declassify it, so now Obama can't get in trouble. I feel like there's some professional courtesy there. JKRB, give me those thumbs up. What up? What up? Yeah. So I mean, what happens? I don't think Trump or his family would be trying to accumulate Bitcoin unless the aliens like I don't think they would have been trying to accumulate Bitcoin if aliens had this like crazy technology that would make currency useless. So yeah, I would say I would say whatever announcement happens with those aliens, cool. They're probably. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. This is wild. I can't wait to see how it happens. This is big day from Adam Weitzman. Thank you, OpenSea. Appreciated. OpenSea saying, "Oh, HVMTL2, born from Yuga Labs, Dookie Dash sewer passes, evolving into 30K unique mechs, and now writing its next chapter under new ownership. Welcome home, 122." Why am I talking about that? Is because Adam Weitzman saying, "Big day. Thank you, OpenSea. You are appreciated." Say, awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of the team. Good stuff. Can't wait to talk to him about that on the podcast. I don't know when. It's supposed to be sometime next week. It's going to be a very big. It's going to be a very busy couple weeks here. Anyway, going back to OMI. Let's see what they're up 1.1% on the day. $36 million market cap. I was talking to a buddy of mine this morning about just Bitcoin and he believes that there's one more push down. If you break the 60K and go down to 50, whatever, he believes you go down to, I don't know what he said. September, Friday, huge fan. Come on, where are you? It says 48 to 50 is possible on wicks down. And that's if it breaks below. So if it breaks below 60 and we get to like 49, I mean, he said 48 to 50 it could get to on wicks down. He didn't say we'd stay there, but yeah, that could be insane. That could be wild. And if if that is true, what happens to alts? What are we at? 67, 68? Let's see here. 67.7. So I mean, you take off another 25%, you get down to 50. Take off 28%, you get down to 48.7. So it's possible you see like another 25, 28% haircut on wicks down, and then alts probably aren't going to do that well if that happens. So yeah. Regex, as we commented on your X stream, that's dope. Yeah, they do comment every now and then. The DEVVE shot up 11, yeah, 11.4, 11.5, something like that, and down to 6. Yeah, crazy volatility. Yeah, we love VeVe. They're great. I go for a lot of their stuff, especially when I'm buying. 67. So yeah, that if that happens to Bitcoin, and then ETH goes obviously way down, like, what do you think happens with all the alts? And OMI could get. I mean, that would be good for me if that happens in like 2 weeks or something, because then if it happens, then I can buy back a lot, and I could buy back a decent amount at that price. I won't go crazy with it though. It'll just be like a couple grand. It won't be a lot because again, it could always go down more, and I don't want to spend all of the extra monies on it, but some. When Clarity acts, when cut rates, when Moon. Let's look on Polymarket here. Chances of the Clarity Act getting signed into law in 2026. Well, there's a 72% chance. You did have, I think, Besant saying that it would be. My back. You did have dissent saying that there's an 80% chance it happens before May. Yeah, it's possible. They'd probably coincide it with the debunking or Jerome Powell getting out of office. Once he gets out, we have someone that can cut rates, and then they get the Clarity Act signed. Then it's a double whammy. That should be good for crypto. But again, that's 2.5 months away. You might have to wait 10 weeks for that, and Bitcoin can go crazy bottom numbers as that happens. So, we'll have to see. Oh my gosh, my body. So when that happens, you should see a little bit, and again, Bitcoin and ETH and Solana and BNB and Doge and all that goes first, and then after that, alts should go. So I would say by Q4 of this year, you should have already had the start at least of an alt season. If Bitcoin runs over summer, alts run. I mean, potentially Q3. Even in the late summer, early fall, and then hopefully in the winter that continues. So we'll see. Been watching you since I was 20. I'll be 24 next month. Damn. It's a good age. All right. 19 was good for me because that's like I moved out on my own when I was 19. So that was exciting. A really crappy apartment, but it was good. 24, I was in the military. It was a good year. Yeah, that was pretty good year. That was actually, well, I guess the year when I was 23 was mostly good because I turned 24 in December of 2014. So it was the year of the horse. So yeah. It'd be the same as now, 12 years later, because I'm 35, I'll be 36 in December. Year of the horse again. That's always a good fun year. Yeah, Michael Saylor did say Bitcoin or mill. But yeah, 24 was good. Heck yeah, man. Lots of highs and lows. Life's great though. It is. It's makes life, I mean, that's what makes life interesting and fun, is that it can be bad and you just appreciate it. I feel there's a quote from Leonard Nimoy. He plays a bus driver. Actually plays a pilot. He plays a bunch in this movie called Sucker Punch. Really good movie. And he says, for those who fight for it, life has a flavor that the sheltered will never get to taste. And it's true. Like I went to school with kids that the parents bought them cars, and they got cars like 16th birthday and stuff. And it's like, I never had that shit. I never had any. I mean, I had help when I was an adult and older, and because it's hard to build things without relationships and help. Like long lasting relationships in finance really give you that edge. So you have to treat people well. But yes, a man of culture. We are both horses. But yeah, I feel bad for people that have really never had it rough, never had it, because how do you appreciate stuff? Q1, Q2, 2027, the jet is taken off. Yeah, I mean, we might have to wait until then. We don't know. We'll see. Either way, it's should be a very good year. Should be a very good 8 to 10, 12 months, however long. And then I don't know what I do afterwards. But yeah, so 72% chance it does get past this year. I think it gets passed probably in May. They're saying before May. Let's give them until May, maybe even June. Not only appreciation, but having it rough gives you so much drive and ambition. Yeah, that too. I mean, been poor, been rich. I choose rich every freaking time. There is some. I do romanticize being poor a little bit though, because it sucks. But when you're with your homies or your girl, whatever, it sucks together, and you just. I don't know that there's some, not all, but a couple of some of my greatest memories are when I was poorer, and Me and the girl I was dating at the time, we got back from the dollar store. We ate this cereal, like the dollar store version of Kix, with the dollar store milk and the dollar store bowl with dollar store spoons, and we played Pokemon. Like it was just, and then it was good times. I mean, it was rough, but it was it was good. It was fun. Oh, oh, my back. Oh, my other back. Yeah, love that stuff. Love sometimes I don't know. I do feel that in the future, life is going to be so good that people are going to be like, "Well, how bad could life is awesome." And it's like, "No, you don't understand. It was bad." Like and they're like, "How could and then they put on these glasses, take a pill, whatever, and they go to this simulation where it's like, oh, we have to like do stuff for like toilet paper. We like, what is going on? So I take the military, for example. Military is like that can be very, very rough. There's some times where it's really fun, and you got your friendos, but yeah, sometimes that can be really rough, and it's like, why would you sign up for that? It's like best years, my best job I ever had, best years of my life. It sucked, but it was fun, but it also sucked. So I think people in the future, they'll choose to go into a simulation where life is hard. And then they'll come out of it in like an hour and be like, whoa, that was insane. That was so hard. And it gives them like this new appreciation for the life that they have. Favorite stream of all time that you've done? I'll always be the Bill Gardner stream. It talks about the red-haired giant conspiracy theories. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the monster in Afghanistan. My favorite, I mean, there's a bunch. I mean, if I do interviews, I mean, the first one with David was so memorable because it just was. The 69-hour one was great. The 12, the 24, 33, 69. I've done multiple 12s and 24s, but yeah, that one I would say. So David was good. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember it. There was one night I was at my ex-girlfriend's place and we had a bunch of my military fam on, and it was just that was great. A lot of the podcasts, the ones I've done too. I do like showing off the girls that I date. It's just a lot of them, unfortunately, just don't make it to the point that we are. But the one I had with Danielle, I think was cool. The one I had with this girl Amanda, this was recent. This was in like November. We're talking about like our sexcapades, and then this girl that I wasn't dating yet, we wound up dating because of that stream. Pretty much broke up really not too much long after that. It was really short, but that was fun. If it streams by myself, I mean, the one I did yesterday was pretty cool. Ones where I have like these analogies and I go into these different things. I make these pop culture references. Those are good. The one I did with my friend Nick, 2021. They had announced Star Wars. Maybe it's 2022. He had his headphones in, but they weren't like AirPods. They were like connected to his phone. So you see the wires there, and all of the comments were just like me dangling for life, like on the wire. Like it was just, oh, another one. Another one was in my friend Justin's place. You know him as Justin Apple Pie, Justin Pierce. It was me, him, and my cousin Yostef, and we were trying to figure out how to like stream and play Mario Party, but it like wouldn't work. So it was just like a black box. And I was like, and I'm talking in the comments like, sorry guys, we're trying to figure out like Mario Party, and people were just like super chatting like, is this what the inside of Cavell's head looks like? I was like, what the? I don't know why this is remembered. Or like is inside his refrigerator or something, and it was just funny, or Randy's refrigerator. There was a couple of times where stuff had sold out on my stream, which was really cool. I remember Wendy being on my stream, we got her to 1,000 followers on YouTube, and me being on Wendy's stream got me to like 5,000. So that was really cool there. Awesome. Yeah, like I think another one, I was at my ex-girlfriend Danielle's, when the Marvel Mighties were coming out, it was the Fantastic Four ones. And as I was deciding on how many blind boxes to go for, I got like my 20th box, or I was going for my 20th or something like that, and it's like, wait, like because I got like a ultra rare Doom on like the. All right, give me one sec, guys. I got. Okay, and I can get sort of the weekend. I'll probably get back to London. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. And I go for another one because I already had a Doom. I might have had 2 Dooms, and I was like, I'm gonna go for another one. And it's like, oh, the app must be going down on the fritz. It's not letting me buy. Okay, let me buy another one. Transaction failed or something like that. And then it's like, it's sold out. And I remember VeVe making like $1 million something in like that one drop in like 20 minutes. Like, this sold out. Like, you see my genuine reactions. I think having things on there, and that's why I love these podcasts so much, is because so Krasu, the new the new like horror drop that we got. Oh, shit. These guys, I'll show you. Get out of here, Andre. NFT cursed images. So they're coming. A bunch of them are coming on the podcast. I don't know who. I don't know if it's the actors, if it's the writers. So I've never really given any, like, anyone that comes on, I never give them like a, here's what I'm going to ask about. It's just, that. And they asked, and I was like, I don't really do that, but I'll just go over just like, how is it acting on the set? What was the most fun set? Like, who's the most fun to work with? Was there any creepy stuff going on? Did you guys get scared? Like, just random things off the top of my head. I actually remember Lori Brenner was interviewing David on the Queen's Court. She's like, Randy, I'm having a hard time with, some of these questions. Like, what do you think? And I remember being on the toilet and being like, what? Blah, blah, blah. And I just fired off a bunch. Like, that's why I really, really, really like interviewing like celebrities or David, because I want to get complimented on it, but 2, it seems real. It's just like we're shooting the shit back and forth. Like, there's no pressure. It's like, oh, I'm more excited than anything. This is great. Yeah. Bill Gardner in the house. When VeVe was peaking, you had streams of my collectibles and VeVe vibes. The energy was there, man. Those were fun. Yeah. Having a lot of people. Al Khan coming on was cool. Had him on a few times. I had the guy that did perform the song for Dragon Ball Z. Token, like that one. Like that was great. Oh God. I love like that. Yeah, that hit me hard. Yeah, that was rough. We kind of knew it was coming, but yeah, that was like I drank so much that night, and I just started dating this girl too. And it would have been great to introduce. Yeah, I I told Lori about a lot of the girls that I dated. I was like, hey, I'm dating this one now. I'm dating this one. I'm going, and she's like, Randy, date someone your age. And I was like, no, you're not my mommy. Lori was awesome. Oh God, I loved her so much. So she was one of the first people I don't know. This wasn't a thing on YouTube. I was like, shoot me a message, give me like X amount of dollars per month, and you get to have like my phone number. It was Rayfax. It was Clever Jerk and Lori were like the first 3, and then I like shut it down after that, or like soon after that, because I got like a lot really quickly. I was like, hey, you don't have to wait for it. You can text me. I'll always text you back, unless I'm like in a shower, on a run, or you know, doing the stuff with a lady friend, I'll always text her back right away. I mean, I can't even do that anymore. I'm just so busy. But the Lori was one of the first ones to do it. And then after I think like a month, I was like, don't even pay anymore. Like just, you know, and yeah, I think when we meet San Diego, New York, I think it was Anaheim, 2021. She gets dressed as the queen, and she looked good. And then I was in my when I say spicy, I mean like actual like I like spices. I like spicy food. So I get some type of alcoholic drink. It had milk in it. I was like, "Can you put hot sauce in here?" And she's like, "Randy, I don't know." And I was like, "I want to put hot sauce in here." And then the milk like curdled. I was like, "Oh, can I have another?" I had to order another one. She's like, "Randy, I told you." I was like, "I know, I know." Yeah, those. There was the time. Yeah, when we were talking on the phone, I remember. So one time we were talking, like the news broke that Silicone had passed away. I was like, man, like we were talking about something. I was like, fuck, you know, just screaming. She's like, what? Why? I was like, Silicone just passed away. She's like, oh no. And then X amount of months later, we're talking on the phone again, and then Pyromaniac passed away. I was like, damn, like girl, like we can't talk on the phone anymore. Someone always be about to be on a t-shirt, coming a hashtag, and she's just like, Randy, stop. I was like, sorry. Some of hers were like she would come on a lot. I think one of my favorite pictures we're doing like the Al Bundy with like the hand in the pants. That was one of my favorite pictures. She's great. Yeah, yeah, loved her so much. Everything's laughing. Bill Gar says we lost so many good ones. We did. All right, I'm waiting for this freaking guy, Brian McSpadden, who I bought a lot of comics from last week, and he messaged me before, and he's just like, "Hey, anything you're looking for? I'm in a deal mood today." So I was like, "Yeah, what do you got?" A few minutes go by, I comment, "I'm in a mood to buy, so let me know." And yeah, he did not message me back, so we'll have to wait and see. Let's wait and see. But yeah, let's go over some of the other comics that I want to try to take a look at. We'll probably do commons, and I get, because a lot of the B tier. So I went over this the last few days. A lot of the B tier commons, you cannot get them for under a penny anymore. The last one, I think was the last, or under $1. Last one was Journey into Mystery number 85. 163 of those are bought, and I should have got them. Now they're 228, and I can't get them for under $1 anymore. Honestly, a lot of these are. A tier comics are probably good under like $2.50. You know, that's a really maybe under $3. But there's just not that many anymore that are like that. Like Fantastic Four #1, it's like $8. B tier comic for under, like, I mean, now that you can't get them for under $1 anymore. I bought not a bunch. Let me show you how much. I bought 25 Tales of Suspense number 57s. I think this is his first appearance of Hawkeye, and you know, there's 21,000 of them, so they're a lot. And you know, I got them for 84 cents. That's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. Now, the top holders, Jesus, Oquiora has 537. You know, so that's a lot. And now, you know, they're $1.60. And do I want to stack them there when I was getting them for 84 cents, almost half as much? Oh, you know, not. Not really, but I feel like Obi-Wan. I will do what I must. Okay. So I won't get those for now, even though that's still not a bad price. It's just hard for me to buy there when I was getting them for 84 cents. But again, really not bad. Looking for some other ones here. Let's see if I can get any. All right, Tales of Suspense number 52, first appearance of Natasha Romanoff as Black Widow. $1.80. It's still a B tier comic. So I'm just establishing a pattern here. Okay, $1.60, $1.80. I want to see if there's any of them that I can get for like maybe $1.10 or $1.05. Like there's other comics here, like Thor number 1. This is I think Jane Foster as Thor. I think that's a C tier comic. Let me check here. I know it's not B. Unless it is. If it is, I'm going to buy all of them, but I don't think it is. Because I don't know all now. Thor number 337 is Beta Ray Bill, but that's the only Thor that's in the B. So let me try to take a look. Miles, Peter Parker, yours. Silver Surfer is cool. Silver Surfer number 3 is a C tier comic. That's wild. Spider-Man number 1. Okay, where the heck is Thor? Tails, Tarzan. I don't think anyone. Okay, Thor number 1. Yeah, it's a C tier comic. 20,000 of these. Well, 20,000 of the mints. So there's probably, yeah. So there's 12,000 of the. I just, that's a lot. I don't know how many people really care about it. So I'm gonna pass on that for now, because again, C tier. At some point, I mean, the S's are already up. They'll continue to go up. The A's will go up at some point, then the B's. And at some point, the C's will, but I feel like there's other stuff that we could get. So I do want to try to look more for the B tier stuff. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, 99 cents. It's a C tier comic. I have a bunch just because I love her. But again, that's kind of a B tier comic. So I would, or that's a C tier comic. So I wouldn't. Again, according to Sleeping, he might have some other insights on that. Man. Yeah, the rest of the, I feel like a bunch of us got. I feel like a bunch of us happened to get the last of them. Like we got the last of a. We got the last of a good. Of the good deals, because I'm not seeing any others, at least for the commons on the Bs. So we might have to change it to anything under $1 was like a steal. But now maybe anything under $1.50 you should probably get. And we could go search them one by one, but that might take like forever. But that might be what we have to do. Because again, I do want to. Is Deadpool number 1 a B tier comic or C? Let's see here. Deadpool yeah, Deadpool number 1 is a C tier comic. First appearance of Blind Owl. What's got you on the comic train right now? It's just I have the tools to be able to help myself with it. Like I use Sleepin's VeVe rank in conjunction with Comics and Crypto's top 50, top 100, whatever their stuff is. So I can go in and kind of determine which one, like which ones I should be looking at, and then also using my autistic mind to look at all the patterns and then see like where value is. So I've talked about this a bit the last few days, and the pattern was anything under $1 for a B tier comic should get. And now it's more, it might be anything under $1.50. For the A tiers, it depends, because like in the A tiers, a lot of them are 30,000 comics, 30,000 editions. In the S tiers, a lot of them are 10,000 editions. So it's going to be different pricing and stuff. Like Amazing Spider-Man 1 has an insane, there's like 49,000 commons, which is a lot. And I am not getting. All right, I'm just gonna search them, and we'll go to the VeVe rank, and we'll see what we can get here. And these are just for the common. Actually, let's go to what would be a B tier according to comics and Sleeping Comics, but then cross-reference that with VeVe's comics here. Fantastic Four number 48, I believe is, yeah, okay, Silver Surfer. So let's take a look. Fantastic Four number 48. Oh my gosh. First appearance Silver Surfer. Where's the common? Now there's only 4,100 of these. And so there's a very limited amount because 1,800 were burned. But they're $6.75. So that's a Goopmeister has 366 of those. Damn. Yeah, so that's kind of what I got them as, just trying to look for good and really good value with a lower price. Now this one is listed as number 18. So for a B, it's one of the top B tier comics. Journey into Mystery number 85 is actually 15. So I really should have bought those. I'm so dumb. Journey into Mystery number 85. So those we know went from like 90 cents. I really should have bought those to like, $2 something. And the rares are $15. Jeez. How much of these rares sold recently though? They haven't. They're just not being really sold. So they're not really even being listed. All right, so Journey into Mystery number 85. Secret rare, because again, this first appearance Loki is 249. 500 of them. B tier comic, but not bad. But at that point, like, I would just get Strange Tales number 110, which is an A tier comic, and it looks 19. No, I was the last one to buy, and I bought it from Squeebs. But then Strange Tales 110 rare. Yes, $11. But again, like, if I'm gonna pay $11 for a comic, I would just get, I think, Avengers number 1 common, I think is around that price. It's $12.82, and there's 6,000 of them. So it's a pretty good one. Because there was only 10,000 editions in general. But again, like, the secret rare of Avengers 1 is like $400 something, where the difference, I think, in, yeah, give me one sec here. Where are you, Avengers? Am I tripping? All right, yeah, the difference is not that. It's like a 40x difference between the secret rare and the common. Whereas you go into Journey into Mystery, there's like 74x difference between the, number 83, first appearance Thor. And that's like that was the biggest difference there. So if I'm gonna pay like $11, $12 or something, I'd just pay a couple more dollars and get a Journey into Mystery 83. So that's what I would do. Yeah. Okay. So I want to see one more time if I can, if it'll show me what I was buying recently, because then I could show y'all like exactly what I was doing and which ones and why. And I went over a little bit before, but then it went all gray on me. So shall see. Oh, Derek Snook had asked the question, 25 years from now, what are the most valuable sports digital collectibles and why? I had said that NBA Top Shots were one of the first to get people into the NFT craze, and I think some of them are good candidates for this title. Derek Snook says, I like the LeBron rookies on Top Shot and would have liked to have bought one. Kings of Cardio saying, Series 1 Top Shot provenance is irreplaceable. Captured the NBA at a specific cultural moment, pandemic bubble, basketball. Owning those moments is like owning a slice of that story in time. And the NFT story can't be told without chapter on TSS1. S1 holders have receipts. They were there at the beginning of digital sports collecting, becoming a real asset class. Agreed. So that's just kind of my take on it. Card aficionado says, well, I think trading card-based digital products are a great entry point for cardboard collectors. I have a feeling the video format collectibles will have more interest in 25 years. Maybe. I think an underappreciated aspect of this is going forward. The only company who can make fully licensed cardboard design-based NFTs seem to have zero interest in doing so. So future digital collectors are likely going to have video collectibles as part of their rookie star portfolios. I agree. New version of Cybertruck is available. Starts at $60,000. Dual motor, 325 miles of range. Powered cover, bed outlets, 2x120V, 240. Power share capability, coil springs, adaptive damping. Heavy duty coil springs are great, especially when you're carrying that heavy load. Heated first row seats with textile material that is easy to clean. Steer by wire, 4-wheel steering, 6x4 composite bed, towing capacity of 7,500 pounds. Powered frunk. That is dope. That is really dope. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get it. So also, Bill, it's just fun. Being able to go in and buy, just finding value. And again, I think I've found as much value as I'm going to here. But if someone wants to come in and pay and sell stuff super cheap, I'm gonna do it. Interesting. Rap videos. Okay. So I want to grab that beer next time I come through North Carolina. Sure. Whenever I come, I don't know when the next time I'm coming through there. I don't really go there that often. I used to date a girl in South Carolina. And she lived in this crazy small town. So I had to go to North Carolina first, like Charlotte, before I would go to South Carolina. So next time I do that, even though I'm not dating that girl anymore, I assume I'll have other reasons to go there as well. But we loved her. She was great. It's weird. I loved all my exes. Most of them. Yeah, I'm in Charlotte. Oh, coolio. I will keep you posted. I will let you know. All right, let's see what the X is talking about here. There's a lot of people shilling stuff. I am not going to go over that. Hey, any predictions on what the VeVe interest will look like later this year, development, etc.? I hope it'll be good. It's hard to build, so maybe if they get AI in there and you just tell AI what you want, that might be a easier way to build, because right now apparently it's really hard. And people are obviously paying Okay, there I am. Sorry, guys. My stream seemed to wanted to end for some reason. I don't know why. But I think we're back now. I have to let you know. Let me know if this is fine for you guys to see. If not, I'll just end it. You did. There's interest will look like later this year, Development Act. You get people to build in there, like you have to have money come back in. You have to have interest coming back in. When the interest comes back in, then they should get more people building and all that jazz. I do have a stream at 8 that I have to do. I get to do with Jenny Rogers, the crypto queen. So I'm going to go do that. I'm prepare for that. I'm going to send out the link and I will catch you all later. Everyone say bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you.